So I woke up with a thought today that life is just a simulation. Like, the more money that I've been making and the more that I've kind of progressed in life and moved forward in life, I've come to understand that I think life is a video game. And honestly, if it's not a video game from the perspective of it actually like being a legitimate video game that somebody's playing, I think it's a video game in the sense where if you take something like Grand Theft Auto or you take any concept from any other games, what is the purpose of each game? You don't really play games to just play the game. You play the game to have a score. So if you take something like Grand Theft Auto, for example, it's literally a simulation of life in the sense where you get up, you grind on the game, and you make progress to then get points, money, whatever it is, to then buy things. And then once you buy it, you essentially have to do the same thing over and over again. So when I look at life as a whole, especially when you're into entrepreneurship, like, the concept literally stands for exactly as it does in any other video game. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, what is there to really buy in life? You know, what is there to really buy and do? The only things you can really do with money is travel, you buy cars, you buy houses, you buy all this materialistic shit. But what does that really stand for? What is it good for? Nothing at all. It's like, you buy one car, cool. You buy two, cool. You buy 10, cool. You just have 10 cars. Like, it doesn't, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but like, it doesn't necessarily hold any sort of, I want to say it doesn't hold any purpose for you. Like, the purpose is just for you to figure out what you want for life for yourself. What is your purpose? What do you put on this world to do? What do you want to do for yourself? And what do you want to achieve while you're on this earth? So that's what you really have to start asking yourself when, you know, you get up in the morning. You have to think about the higher purpose of life. I find that a lot of people in life, especially, and I hate to say it, but like, people that are just stuck into the 9 to 5 hustle. Now, obviously, it depends at what point you are in your life, right? Like, if you're much older and, you know, you're ready to retire and whatever, obviously it's a much different story. But if you think about it from the perspective that you're okay in your situation, you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again for the next 30 years, you're kind of just throwing your life away. You know, you have to take life into your own hands and take it for what it is, for what you want it to be. When people say you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, what are you doing? Well, people can't drive, man. You can really take life into your own hands and take matters into your own hands and make out of life whatever you want to make out of life. It's really up to you. It's like Minecraft creative mode. Like, this shit's actually a simulation. It's really, really up to you as far as what you want to do and what you want to achieve in your own life. And it's up to you to dictate what purpose you have. And obviously all this stuff, in my opinion, has to be backed by faith. I find that any time in life that I try to force any situations or I try to turn something that it's not into something, it never works out in my favor. So I just allow myself to just trust the process, move forward in life, and, you know, all in all, stand and believe that I will reach my goal, right? Faith is also backed by action. It's also backed by your belief and backed by where you want to go and what direction you want to head in, and you believing in your ability to do it. So, as you guys know, for those of you that been watching me, I'm on my way to the gym now. I had court this morning for that speeding ticket I had a while back. The officer didn't show up. Case got dismissed. So I'm blessed. And yeah, I mean, now I'm back onto my regular schedule. Honestly, those things give me anxiety because I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, why am I stressing about a ticket? I know I have a ticket, whatever, and I have to deal with it. But like, why do I have to stress about this? You know, like, it kind of just seems like something that's in the way. You know? Like, I deadass look at life from the perspective of, I wake up, I go to the gym, train, try to make my body as healthy as possible, and then I just work. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to seek purpose. The thing is, I know what my purpose is. So I think that's why it's okay. Because genuinely, I want to spread as much positivity as possible, as much good vibes as possible for those of you out there that are struggling. I think that's what I've been put on the earth to do, at least right now. Maybe later on in my life, certain things will change, but I think that's what it is for me right now. So, of course, to my surprise, I get home from the gym, and while I was at the gym, I got a message saying that the Wi-Fi service was going to be out, but I kind of disregarded it. Like, I thought it was just a scam message, bro. I get home, no connection, nothing. So I'm here for like the next 3 hours and just have no Wi-Fi connection. They said it should be open at like 3 o'clock-ish. Right now it's 1 o'clock. I have a meeting in about 20 or 30 minutes. And of course, the service from the inside of my house is not that great. So I'm gonna take my little joy walk today talk some sense into some of y'all, because some of you guys are still lacking. Why are you guys still lacking, bro? Tell me. How long have you been lacking? Tell me. Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, I've been seeing a lot of you guys tell me somewhat about like your stories, where you guys are at and stuff. And genuinely, the one piece of advice that I have for you guys, especially for those of you that are like trying to quit something else, don't just raw dog it and just quit and go all into something else. Like, you're gonna be setting yourself up for failure. Make sure that you guys have some sort of financial offset or financial, I want to say coverage maybe, to at least fund what you guys are doing, and don't jeopardize your current situation. Like, if you guys are unhappy with what you're doing, unfortunately, you're still gonna have to thug it out until you can find something to replace what you're doing. Now, this doesn't mean you guys don't believe in your new venture or the new path that you guys are gonna take. This just means that you guys are trying to play it smart. That's all it is. I find oftentimes people dolphin dive into things and then be like, yeah, I believe in myself, but deep down inside in your soul, in your heart and your soul, do you believe in yourself for real that you're gonna deep dive into something that's gonna work out? It's not the logical way of going about it. You guys have to also use your common sense. This entrepreneurship stuff isn't just about taking a risk. Your risk has to be evaluated. And I've seen a lot of people take unevaluated risks, and because of that, they dive headfirst into a situation they don't know how to get out of. They eventually end up quitting, lose all their money, and then you're back at square one. So play things smart, play things in a way where you know how you're gonna find the outcome. You guys always have to hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and allow yourself to use common sense. Honestly, common sense is like common sense is the one thing I think that could take you from point A, or what am I trying to say? Fuck, I sound retarded sometimes. This is what I was gonna say. Common sense is the one thing that can take you from like 0 to 100. Like, I don't want to say real quick, but eventually. Eventually. Now, the reason why I say that is because common sense is the simplest way to navigate certain things. And I'm a firm believer that the simplest route to your destination, well, is obviously the easiest way to get there. So if you can find the most common sense way to solve your problems time and time again, that common sense will then result into simplicity, and that simplicity results into you achieving what you need to achieve with ease. Now, this is an equation. See, I try to sound smart, but it's honestly not all that serious. It's a way that you think about how you process. It's the way about, what am I trying to say? It's the way as to how you process. It's the way how you process what you have going on in your life. Oftentimes people make emotional decisions. Those emotional decisions result into unfavorable endings. Obviously, you don't want to put yourself in a shit situation by thinking emotionally. Think with logic, think with common sense, and that will essentially bring you to your goal. Now, I think oftentimes about how I've gotten to the point that I got at, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I could describe it in, format it in a sense that would be like replicable. So the way I think about it is, right, I mean, I took an initial risk by getting into e-com because it's something that I saw people doing. People were my age doing e-commerce, making money doing it. And eventually what ended up happening was I found success in e-com. I found success in e-com by just continuously trying to solve problems that would arise. I got payment holds. How could I fix that? And then, more products. Ad account goes down. How can I fix that? New advertising platform, new account, new whatever, new stores. And then from there, as I developed all the skill sets that I needed in order to generate income, how do I multiply what I'm doing on a bigger scale? So the way that I saw it was a mix of a couple things. One, it was a mix of my own consistency and me applying myself and believing in myself, sure. But it was also a mix of me seeing opportunity and taking opportunities. Certain opportunities would arise, and there were potentially opportunities that made me feel uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? Shit, let me just try it. And, I ended up putting myself in those situations, and those situations led to more opportunities. So when people say one thing leads to another, it's true, and every opportunity and every shot that you don't take is a shot missed, because the shot might not land in the bucket, but it might land somewhere close where you can pick it up and make a layup. Damn, bro, that analogy is crazy. Bro, sometimes I'd be spitting, guys. But no, dead ass. Or sometimes you just gotta alley-oop yourself off the backboard and just jump and put it in. Shit. Pause. Tried to think I was doing something there, but the point behind it is every time that you take an opportunity, that opportunity will open another door. And every time you don't take an opportunity, then it's another door closed and you're going to stay in the same spot. So if I decide, or I have the opportunity today, somebody says, you know what, let's go out for dinner, and I decide to not go, well, there's an opportunity that maybe, sure, going to the dinner I didn't really want to, but had I have gone there, I might have been able to discuss some sort of new business venture, or this person could have potentially solved the problem that I'm having in my business, and I could have potentially had something to offer them. And that leads to another thing. Or this person could introduce me to somebody else, or because we made that relationship there, the next time that we end up seeing each other, we end up introducing each other to different individuals. So that's how things play out. And the more times that you tell yourself nah and you just stay within your comfort zone, the more times you're going to be closed off to new opportunities and to making growth. The only way to make growth is to continuously open doors and keep walking up steps to put yourself in a different position, to open the doors to end up in a different position, to go from one place to another. So you guys, the one piece of advice that I have in today's video is literally just to be as open to change as possible, to allow yourself to seek change, to allow yourself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and to strive to achieve growth on a regular basis as much as you can. And that's going to be what I'm going to end up off the video with today. Today I'm just vibing outside. I'm about to get in this meeting in a second, and that's going to be that. So as always, guys, the link to the Telegram chat is in the description down below, and please leave a like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.